Hello, dear students. I hope you will be fine, happy, and healthy today. Today, we are going to begin practice number 10, page 101, and level 4 and unit 7 here. Work with a partner or in a sample group. Read the situation and talk about advantages and disadvantages of each alternative, suggesting for each alternative. Try to use will, might have to, won't, might not have to, will, might be able to, won't, might not be able to. This structure you should use. Here I have used that using alternative, and you should use will be able to or won't be able to. Similarly, might be able to, might not be able to. Will be able to mean इस काबिल होंगे कि ये काम कर ले. Won't be able to इस काबिल नहीं होंगे इस काम करने के. Might be able to शायद इस काम के करने के काबिल होंगे, और माइट नॉट बी एबल टू शायद वो इस काम के करने के काबिल नहीं होंगे. इसी तरह विल हैव टू उनको ज़रूर करना होगा, वोंट हैव टू उनको बिल्कुल नहीं करना होगा, माइट हैव टू शायद उनको ज़रूर करना होगा, माइट नॉट हैव टू शायद उनको करना नहीं होगा. So you should use this structure. So first of all, you should talk about a party in the book they have given. Suppose we are arranging a party. Should we arrange the party at school, or should we arrange the party at the bank of the river? Right? So we will say in this way, if we arrange the party at school, we will be able to cook the thing easily. Right? And we won't be able to enjoy the scenery of the beach. Right? We might be able to invite the principal of the school. Right? We might not be able to invite some of our close friends to the school which are far away. Right? Similarly, if we arrange the party at school, we will have to take different thing to school. We will have to take permission from the principal of the school. Right? And if we arrange the party at school, so we won't have to take a separate stove etc to school, because already the school they are available. We will only provide cylinder over there, stoves etc are available. If we arrange the party at school, so we might have to invite such people who take care of the rules regulation of the school. Right? Or if we arrange the party at school, we might not be able to arrange a concert program over there, because school is such a place where a concert program shouldn't be arranged. Similarly, we can use these sentences. If we arrange the party at the bank of the river, we will be able to take a bath in the river. Right? If we arrange the party in the bank of the river, we won't be able to use the kitchen of easily, the kitchen material easily. Right? If we arrange the party at the bank of the river, we might be able to arrange a concert party. Right? Or we might not be able to play basketball, because in the at the bank of the river there is no basketball facility, but at school basketball ground is available, and if we arrange the party at school, we might be able to play basketball. Right? If we arrange the party at the bank of the river, we will have to take all the material to the bank of the river, mean cooking material and utensils and everything. And if we arrange the party at the bank of the river, so we won't have to take water to the bank of the river, because already there is a lot of water available. So इसी तरह might be able to, might not be able to, will be able to, won't be able to. You can talk about anything. Living in big cities and countryside. So you can say if we live in the big city, we will be able to go to the parks. We won't be able to enjoy the greenery in the city. Similarly, we might be able to take admission in different kind of institutes. We might not be able to rear the cattle in the city, because in the city these houses are usually small. Similarly, if we live in the city, we will have to do some job. right? And we won't have to rear kettles in the city, because in the city houses are usually small, the material are also not available, grass, etc. And if we live in the city, we might save some money. We might have to save some money, and we might not invite a lot of friends to our house, because the houses are usually small. If we live in, similarly, if we live in the countryside or in the village side or in the suburb, we will be able to enjoy the greenery. We will be able to enjoy the sweet smell of the flowers in the countryside, right? The singing of the bird in the countryside. And if we live in the countryside, we won't be able to enjoy the education and health facility easily, because these facilities are not available over there. If we live in the countryside, we might be able to live together with all our family members. And if we live in the countryside, so we might not be able to do farming. Sorry, we might not be able, if we live in the countryside, we might be able to do farming. And if we live in the countryside, so we might not be able to enjoy the hustle and bustle of the city, right? We might not be able to find a job easily, because job opportunities are usually not there in the city. Similarly, if we live in the countryside, we will have to work in the field, we will have to rear the cattle, right? We will have to grow vegetable and different thing, right? And if we live in the countryside, we won't have to have to start a business over there in the countryside, because usually opportunities are not available. or you can say any kind of, मतलब जो हमें बिल्कुल नहीं करना होगा countryside में, right? So you can use these alternative. And another activity which is actually activity number re-entry 11, talking what you would do, आप क्या करते, इसके बारे में talking करना. Then they say, if I were Reiki, I would be happy to move to the farm, because there would be a place for my horse. For example, if I were the president of Pakistan, I would impose Islamic law in the country. अगर मैं मुल्क का सदर होता तो मैं इस्लामी कानून को नाफिज करता. If I were you, I would practice a lot. I could, would mean ज़रूर करता, और could mean मुझ में सलाहियत होता. For example, if we can say that if I were rich, अगर मैं बहुत मालदार होता, I would buy a car, तो फिर मैं ज़रूर एक मोटर कार ख़रीद लेता. लेकिन अभी मैं इसलिए नहीं ख़रीद सकता हूँ कि मैं मालदार नहीं हूँ. और इसी तरह अगर कहे कि if I were rich, अगर मैं मालदार होता, I could buy a car, तो फिर मैं मोटर कार ख़रीद सकता. मतलब मुझ में ये सलाहियत होता, मेरे साथ पैसे होते, फिर शायद या ख़रीद लेता या ना ख़रीद लेता, लेकिन सलाहियत मुझ में होता. कुड कैन का पास्ट फॉर्म है और ये सलाहियत ज़ाहिर करता है, और वुड वेल का पास्ट फॉर्म है और ये ज़रूर किसी काम के करना ज़ाहिर करता है, राइट? इफ़ आई वर प्रिंसिपल, आई वुड रन द स्कूल इन प्रॉपर वे, right? Yeah, I could run the school in proper way. Mean would and could you can use in this way, right? So these are hypothetical sentences, mean फर्जी जुमले. अगर ऐसा होता तो ये होता. यहाँ पर if बिलाल were a teacher, अगर बिलाल एक उस्ताद होता, he would help the student a lot, या he could help the student a lot. बिलाल के साथ he, she, it और you, we, they सब के साथ were इस्तेमाल होता है, was इस्तेमाल नहीं होता है इस फर्जी sentences में. If he were a doctor, he would help the poor people. Yeah, he could help the poor people, right? So I hope, dear student, you will have learned both these activities. Try to listen it again and again, and try to learn it as well as possible. Thank you so much. Khuda Hafiz.